Boys and girls, my name is Mike Kelly, animatorsforum.com and the Real Illusion Forum. I'm still recovering from surgery, and mostly my recovery's fine. I'm just very, very busy trying to catch up to all the things I missed while I was out, including some of the changes in Character Creator and other places. But for now, somebody was asking about how to deal with this soldier outfit. This is a I don't know, World War II outfit from Bell, I think. Bell. Anyway, it's here in Daz. I exported it, and here we are in bringing it in via the transformer, the new transformer, and the new Character Creator 3.2, I believe. Anyway, so first things, when it comes in, one thing you might notice, the helmet comes in this cloth. You're going to have to change that eventually. That's going to need to be an accessory, but that's just one of those things. Otherwise, you can leave the settings alone. Most of the time, you can leave these things alone. Don't really need to worry about them unless there's some egregious problems, which you can do there. But we'll say okay. So the problem he was having with this, which is true of a lot of things, I should bring this back to note. I always use the A pose now. As a matter of fact, I think now that's the recommended pose now for the new Character Creator is the A pose. In general, you don't want to put the legs together because things that have cloth that are together will often get confused about the weighting. Whoa, thundering outside. Hopefully I don't lose power. Anyway, so A pose solves that problem. The only time you really wouldn't want to use an A pose is if you had a tight skirt, for example, that came down, the legs need to be closed, and if you open them up, it would stretch the skirt. But in general, an A pose works just fine for it. So here we have the character. If we go ahead and we open it up using this open X, you can see the problem in this cloth here. So I've shown this in other videos, and I could refer the original poster who had this problem to those other videos. But I thought I would do this in the brand new Character Creator and show you the same thing. Basically, it's the same thing. One of the things you can try, you can come over here and transfer skin weights. And I would recommend that you try, I've already tried it with this and it didn't work, so I won't go through that process. But you could try like a file that you have. For example, here's some jeans, and use these jeans and see if these work for that. As it turns out, they just make it worse. So I don't want to go through that. But that is one thing you can do. You can try another template. You can also try another thing on here, although in general, you're limited to like the dress and this sort of thing. There really isn't anything that works with this any better than the default. So here's where we're stuck with this. So what do we do? So we go to skin weights. I've shown you this before. And with the legs, it's always going to be on the thigh twisting. So we go down to the thigh twisting and take a look and see what's happening here. If you look at this, you'll see that the mesh here, the weighting, is getting pulled over by the aspects of the thigh. So this is the left thigh, which should have control over these. See, you can see how these points come here. These points mean that's the end of that mesh, and it should belong over here, and it isn't. So if we go over to the right thigh, we'll go over here to the right thigh twist, and you'll see that it has influence over those, which we don't want. So basically, you have to just go in, and this is a tedious process, which usually what happens, I'm pressing the Q key to get to the brush. I'm selecting the minus brush, so I'm going to take away the influence of these. You got to get there. You got to get to the top of this, and you just got to. It's somebody was asking me one time, how do you do this with your clothing? And what I said to them is, if it has this problem, I generally don't mess with it because there's a lot of dad's clothing I don't need to worry about. So why bother with the stuff that doesn't work? In this particular case, this outfit is really a nice outfit. So I've got the influence of this bone off of there. So now if I go into the left, to the left thigh here, then for here you add the plus symbol. So here you come in and you the plus, and then that as you add the plus, it then moves the vertices over there so that they all line up. So basically, it's just a matter of working. I've shown this before, and this is just showing it again, perhaps in a more concise way. But that's just what you have to do. You have to go through this. And like I say, for the most part, when I have clothing that exhibits this, I just say, I'm not going to bother. But in this case, if you want this outfit, that's what you're going to have to do. So that's basically all there is to it. It's just a matter of adjusting the weights, and when you're all done, you say okay. And then, if you might try, if you have this problem, then you might try saving this out. I mean, it's going to save it out anyway when you save the clothing, but you might try using this weight next time you have a problem with pants that are over. And I don't know if it'll help or not, but it might not hurt. So hopefully that helps a little bit, at least the original poster. And in the meantime, we'll start making some more videos once I complete. I haven't installed SkinGen yet, so I've got to do that. It's one of the things I'm behind on. But I will get to it. So we'll see you on the forums.